this is my mantelpiece. I got tired of like having like TV and ever since the epilogue of whomever decided to destroy democracy in the last 3 years, put us back 100. So I started getting a collection of stuff, just preparing for the end of the world. I decided to leave like a bunch of trinkets around my house. I made like art out of like a bunch of objects in my house. And I tried to make it as awkward as possible, just in case aliens found all of our stuff in dust in like 1,000 years. But I really don't think that's gonna happen. But anyway, this is my mantelpiece. Instead of having a TV or a fireplace, and instead of just one rack, I wanted a whole bunch of memorabilia. And this is all stuff that I've kept for years. Like my whole house is basically just a bunch of objects that are basically found for like dirt cheap, or scavenged, or uh, um, uh, allocated by my efforts of just picking them up, or trading for them, like my time, or like $2, $2. The other time it'll be a gift that I'll keep, or something like that. And the other things are all on sale or discount or discarded, or I found them in the mud and cleaned them off just because they were in good condition. And then so I'm gonna go through these books slowly. The better collection is upstairs because I had to move them. I ran out of space, and I kind of want to put them all on a box in case I move soon. Have them on like a feature shelf. Right now they're in a closet on a shelf, but whatever. And I got all these books over the last year or two. I just traded my time for helping people clean out their homes and stuff because of the economy right now. It's kind of unfortunate, but these books are relics, and they would end up in boxes or chucked in the chucked in the garbage, and I don't want to see them in the rainwater. And a lot of really good literature here. So I'm just gonna go through them as they are. I'm not gonna obviously make you read them all, but just catch the titles as they apply. And then that symbol was only like $4, and normally they're like 25. I don't even get it, but I wouldn't even buy one. But the fact that it was $4, and there's a theory of the lion in the Buddhist faith about the roar of the mentality of the rival of the condition of the true king, was also just a play on the identity of your higher power yourself, you know. And that's the interpretation of how good is always going to destroy the integrity unless you get loud about it. You know, that's kind of the idea, like the kind of my metaphor for the understanding of it a bit. And then here, and then down there is just all my chalk and stuff. There's the rooster for the crier, and then the owl for the wisdom, and then Yoda for the Jedi Master, because everybody's got to be one these days. We do have a degree of maybe going to other planets like soon or eventually. I mean, maybe that's where we all go. I don't think we're all gonna get exterminated. I think just a few people are gonna have maybe a cold because of like holding on to cell phones for too long, and putting all the germs on your face all the time, and just transferring stuff because you sneeze, and fucking people fart on the bus and or make noises, or just carry something on their shoes, and that could be something that makes somebody puke, and then there's a whole system of a chain reaction, and then you know what, you just got to keep things appropriate, and not chucked out on the bus. Keep your lunch, hold on to your wealth, or trade accordingly. Anyway, there's my mantle, and then and I found really good teas on sale too. That's rose and lotus, and they are tasty. And I'm just getting through this whole equation or inquiry or whatever the heck is going on with the question of what it is or what is doing is really just a really really big conundrum that nobody can get past, because there's a misunderstanding as to who's who and what it is. And I think we all know the books I'm talking about. They're two of the biggest in the world, and every other piece of literature has kind of got some sort of reference to it. And that's all I got to say, because I know everybody's got a degree in trying to figure out the potential of what it is. And what it is exactly up to you. And I'm not going to spoil any of the endings, because there's no way for me to. It's your story, your life, and that's the entire point. Thanks. Good night. That's 5 minutes. I'm gonna edit there. Bing, bing, bing. Da da da.